Ridley Stronghold, also known as Lower Norfair. Now the Crate Stronghold, I think it was called Lower Brinstar originally. I guess they changed it here, but yeah, this is where we can find Ridley. I just gotta remember how to get around here, because this area, it's been a very long time. I'm pretty sure going right is the wrong type of progress. Also, there is an area around here that will drop us, and we'll have to come back around to get to where we want to go. But we will worry about that when it actually happens. There it is. Take advantage of the fact that the door is actually a physical object you can stand on to actually jump up into this area. I think I could screw attack my way through these guys. And it's probably a much more recommended method than what I was just doing. Everything here hits fairly strong, but we can pick up more missiles. I don't think there's anything else over here to actually pick up. But yeah, the fact that you can barely tell which of those blocks is actually hollow, it just looks a little dirtier than the rest. We're going to have to pay very close attention to that, because there's another pair. If you look at it right here, that is another pair of those as much as I would like to refill my health here, generally not a good idea. The things here just hit too damn hard, and you don't have a real good option for them. Always forgot there was a trick to that. I have no idea what that's actually saying on the wall there. There are other places it looks like it's saying bombs, but I don't know. Yeah, I can't tell what those are actually supposed to be saying. Inimdos? Could be. I don't know. The other place looked like it was saying bombs, though. I don't know. Anyway, remember the fact that we had blocks that looked dirtier and more broken than the others for the ones that are going to be hollow, because we're going to have to jump over some of those. And if you really want to refill health, this is a safe place to do it. Relatively, anyway. I mean, you're going to be seeing those things. Of course, not if you actually come into contact with them like that, but you can actually leave and come back, and those three things are actually fairly standard to deal with. You can shoot them and it won't become too much of a problem. Unless you just get really, really unlucky. I do recommend taking your time and going through any of these areas, because there is a reason they gave you the various suit. There's a jump in difficulty here. You see how many of these little hopping monstrosities they're throwing at you. And they do hit for a decent amount of damage if they do make contact with you. There we go. Now, remember that I said there were blocks we were going to have to watch out for because they were old. You can see the columns of them there. And if we step on those, we will fall right through. Falling right through gets us somewhere else faster, but it's not what we really want to do right now. Because it doesn't help us out because there's an energy tank on the other side of it. So basically just if you can see the crumble blocks, you can avoid the crumble blocks. And avoiding them is generally a good thing. However, the problem now is trying to figure out exactly where I want to go next. Because almost dead south of us is the boss. But we've got to get... there are a couple of quarters where you have to take lefts and rights. I could fall here, and it would actually make... No, it would not make the next step of this any easier. It really wouldn't. I kind of wish it would, but it really wouldn't. Because I kind of want to go get those missiles down there on the bottom first. Also, I like this room for refilling. I do. It's got those... Yeah. Oh god, it's the creepy faces. I forget how hard they hit. But they're annoying either way. Now, we can go this way, and it will actually get us to something. And let's go ahead and go this way. It would have been a fall earlier that we would have had to deal with. But we can go this way, I believe. And then come back. Yeah, we can. And you will get to see where we land if we fall. Actually, on second thought, nah, let's not do that. And you can tell it looks like there should be something here. There's not. You can't go down there. But you can go this way for a missile. I want to get this missile down here. Of course, I managed to slow walk my ass right into the... Missiles are our friends. If I'm not mistaken. I think this is a dead end here, but I'm going to go check. No? I could have sworn there was actually a dead end there. Go figure. Maybe that's somewhere else. Having these things in the vertical corridors is a little bit of a nuisance until you realize, hey, if I've got one right above me, it makes them incredibly harmless. There's one more missile power-up in the game, and then there's one boss, which will bring our total to 255 missiles. And as you've seen, you don't actually need missiles to beat Kraid. So if you really wanted to speedrun this game, in this form at least, you could get just enough missiles to get through doors and such. Of course, you know, you would probably still want to pick up energy tanks and such. And then probably be able to use just the missiles you get out of Kraid and Ridley to beat Mother Brain. And you wouldn't have to bother with the other 21 or so pickups. The reason I'm talking about that now is because I just thought about it right now. And also, yes, I am playing this in just one long stretch. I'll cut this into bite-sized videos later. I'll find places to cut this. I think that's enough. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, the door down there that I passed up, that takes us straight to the boss. I want to try this one. I think there might be a dead end here that I can't get the last missile power up unless I come around the other way. But I am at least going to attempt it. Yeah, that's what I thought. Sad, sad, sad. We have to go all the way around if we want that last missile power-up, and I kinda do. I can't say I'm fond of this particular little, corridor. I mean, there is one more power-up we can get, so why not?